Okay, so the next thing what we have to discuss, the next one what we require to discuss is, sir, in the last session we covered okay multiple things related to sir modifiers. I mean about final variables we covered. Final local variables, final static variable, final instance variable. What about formal parameters? Like we covered multiple things, not required to keep much explanation about this terminology, right? Okay, so now take very special care about this terminology. Okay, take a bit special care about this one. Next we have to talk about static modifier. Static modifier, of course. Static variables we covered already. Just maybe one or two new points you may get from this discussion. Static modifier, right? Sir, where we can use a static modifier? Okay, where we can use a static modifier? We can use a static modifier. We can use a static modifier. Okay, for we can use a static for variables. Next, and after that, methods and the blocks. Next, we can't declare top level class. We can't declare top level class as with a static, but we can declare inner class. But we can declare inner class as a static. We remember, right? We covered somewhere. Okay, this type of point also. So we can't declare top level class. We can't declare top level class as a static modifier, but we can declare inner class with the static modifier. Remember this a bit very carefully about this terminology. First, where we can use a static modifier, right? Okay, next, there are 3 or 4 important points are there related to static modifier. Most of the things already known things for you people, right? But the first ones are very simple. So if it is instance variable, how many copies of instance variable will be created? Anyone, can you please tell? Yes, friends. In the case of instance variables, for every object a separate copy. For every object a separate copy will be created. A separate copy will be created. But in the case of static variable, static variables, so how many copies will be created, right? At class level, only one copy will be created. Only one copy will be created and shared by every object of that class. Only one copy will be created and shared by every object of that class. Every object of that class. Remember this one, sir. So if it is the instance variable, how many copies will be there? Only one copy. If it is the static variable, so if it is the instance variable, for every object separate copy is there. But if it is the static variable, do you know? So just how many copies will be there? Only one copy and shared by every object of that class. We covered this point multiple times, right? Okay. Just before that, sir, where we can for which of the following members, just let me convert into a small bit style, sir, these two theoretical things, right? Now I'm taking for which of the members, for which of the following members we can declare, we can use static. We can use static. So just I'm taking variable. Next, and after that, variables. Next, methods. Next, and after that, blocks. Okay, blocks. Okay. Next, top level class. Top level classes. Next, inner classes. Okay, like so. Have you remembered, right? For where we can use, for which of the following we can use static. For which of the following can be declared with a static modifier. Okay, just which of the following following can be declared with the static modifier. Can you please confirm what the answers are? yeah, except D, all the remaining things A, B, C, and then D. Okay, remember this one. We can use static for variables, methods, and blocks, but we can use static for variables, methods, and blocks. Okay, like next, do you know what top level class we can't declare, but inner class can be declared with a static modifier? No problem at all. Sorry. E. Okay, next thing what we should aware, sir. Sir, this point very important for the exam. Take very special care, sir. This point is very important for the exam. Maybe a chance to ask this type of questions also for the exam sake. Sir, I have class test. Now have a look once. I have static int x is equal to 10. Next int y is equal to 20. Like this I have. One is static variable, second one is instance variable. Okay, like sir, now my requirement is test t1 is equal to new test. I'm taking test t1 is equal to new test. T1 dot x is equal to 888. I'm taking T1 dot y is equal to T1 dot y is equal to 999. Okay, like I'm trying to take, sir. Now tester T2 is equal to new tester. Tester T2 is equal to new tester. System dot out dot println T2 dot x plus dot or otherwise just I'm trying to take. Okay, T2 dot y I'm trying to take this one. Sir, can you please confirm? What is the answer we are going to get, sir? Yes, please respond. What the output we are going to get in this case? Yes, good. Not required to keep any explanation about this one because we covered already this one. Because we discussed already this one. If any person is telling wrong answer, I will give left and right. Bhaskar, be ready. I will give left and right. Okay, what is the answer we are going to get in this case? So just take very special care about this one. So for every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created. But for all objects, only one copy of static variable will be created. Bhaskar, observe. For all objects, only one copy will be created if it is a static. But for every object, separate copy of instance variable will be created. So if you perform any change to the instance variable of one object, that change won't be reflected to the other object because for every object a separate copy of instance variable is there. For the second object, what is the y value? Is the 20 only. Because for the 20 itself, only 20 only. What the reason is? Because for every object, separate copy of instance variable will be there. Next, if you perform any change to the static variable, so those changes will be reflected for all objects because only one copy of static variable is there. That's why what the answers are 888 we are going to get. So what the output we are going to get, sir? 888 followed by 20. Remember that, sir. Just observe carefully about this one. Here, if I can take this, what is the answer we are going to get? What is the answer we are going to get is 888 followed by 20 is the answer. Now let me cross check. Here, just observe that. Okay, just have a look once. Program files. Okay, here just this is the 888 followed by 20 itself is the answer, sir. Okay, here just observe that. Yeah, here just observe Java C. Okay, tester.java. Java C tester.java. Perfect. The code is going to compile. Next time after the Java test, what answer we are going to get, sir? 888 followed by 20. Perfectly, this one itself is the answer. Are you in the position to understand, right? So take a bit very special care about this terminology, friends. Okay. So here just observe carefully. Observe carefully. Here maybe a chance to ask this type of question also for the exam. So what the answer we are going to get is 888 20 is the first option. 888 20 is the first option. Second option 1020 is the second option. 888 999 is the third option. Okay, 10 999 is the fourth option, right? So obviously, which one is the correct answer is? Anyone, can you please tell what the correct answer just now we covered? A. Answer itself is A. Please make sure, sir, this is a very important question for the exam sake. Okay, most valuable, important question for the exam sake. The reason for that is you should aware how many copies of instance variable will be created, how many copies of static variable will be created. Compulsory, you should have clear clarity about this terminology, friends. Okay, that's all. Can I go for next one? Yes, this is one important point. Next, there is one more point is there. Please confirm very carefully, sir. Very carefully, sir. Now here just observe that we can access instance variables. We can access instance variables or instance members. We can access instance variables directly from instance area, but we can't access from static context. We can't access directly from static area, remember this one, sir. Instance variable cannot be accessed directly from static area. By using object reference, you can access, no problem at all. Sir, you are in the static area. How you can access by using object reference only? Directly you can't access. Remember this one. So we can access instance variables directly from instance area, but we can't access directly from static area. So instance variables cannot be accessed from static context, or non-static variables cannot be accessed from static context. Remember this one, cannot be accessed from static context. Okay, like any doubt about this one? Please confirm. So instance variable object related, static means nowhere related to object. Instance variables cannot be accessed directly from static area. By mistake, if you are trying to access, immediately you will get compile time error. But static variable can be accessed directly, can be accessed directly from both the static and non-static areas. No issue at all, because static variables will be created at the beginning only. That's why you can access static variables from anywhere, no problem at all. Friends, any doubt regarding this one? Okay, now my question is, now observe carefully, right? We can access instance variables here. Now observe, based on from this, maybe a chance to ask the question for the exam. Maybe a chance to ask the question for the exam. Observe that. What about my consider the following four coding declarations. Assume that, sir. Consider the following four declarations. Okay, like, sir, the first declaration I'm taking int x is equal to 10. Second declaration I'm taking static int x is equal to 10. Third declaration I'm taking public void m1 method system.out.println of x. So fourth declaration I'm taking public void m1 public static void m1. Okay, like that. So total how many declarations are there? Okay, 4 declarations are there, sir. Assume that, consider the following 4 declarations within the same class. Okay, within the same class, which of these declarations are allowed? Okay, within the same class, which of these declarations are allowed? Which of these declarations are allowed? Declarations are allowed simultaneously. Okay, just option 1 1 under 3. Second one, sir, 1 under 3. Second one, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 4. Okay, like 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Next and after that, 3 and 4. Like this, I'm taking sir. Beautiful example. Okay, to know this one. Sir, here, can you please confirm what is the answer we are going to get in this case? Please confirm. What may be the answers? There are 4 declarations, sir. Instance variable, static variable, sir, public void M1, instance method, and then this is the static method. Within the same class, which of these declarations are allowed? Please confirm what the answer we are going to get. What the answer we are going to get in this case? Anyone? Yes, friends, 1 and 3, 1 and 3. Sir, here instance variable, under this method is the instance method. Instance variable, instance method, no problem at all. Okay, acceptable. Instance variable can be accessed, from instance area, no issue at all. That's why answer A is allowed. Next, 1 and 4, 1 and 4. It is the instance variable, but this one is the static method. Instance variable from static method, this one is invalid. Comparative method we are going to get, because non-static variable cannot be referenced from a static context. This is the invalid, right? B itself is invalid. 2 and 3. 2 is a static variable and instance method. Static variable can be accessed directly from the instance method, no problem at all. So 2 and 3 is allowed. Next, 2 and 4 is also allowed. 2 and 4 is also allowed. Two and 4 is allowed, no problem at all. Sir, now what is the next thing we have? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Can you please tell, is it allowed or not allowed? 1 and 2 within the same class I want to take. 1 and 2, is it possible or not possible? Not allowed. Instance variable and static variable with the same name, not allowed, sir. Instance variable and static variable with the same name is not allowed. Now observe carefully. Forget about this all. Sir, here just I'm trying to take static index is equal to 20. Array variable x is already declared. Why you are redeclaring again? Variable x variable x is already defined in class test. Why you are redefining again? Okay, instance variable and static variable with the same name is not allowed. Instance variable and static variable with the same name is not allowed. Is not allowed. Remember this one, sir. Instance variable and static variable with the same name is not allowed. By mistake, if you are trying to take, immediately error we are going to get. Okay, take very special care about this one, sir. So next, similarly, can I take sir, 3 and 4 instance method and the static method with the same signature? Instance method and static method with the same signature. Sir, same signature means method followed by arguments. Sir, very important. So within a class, 2 methods with the same signature not allowed in a class. 2 methods with the same signature, are not allowed within the same class. Within the same class. Remember this one, sir. 2 methods with the same signature are not allowed within the same class. Okay, by mistake, if you are trying to take, immediately error we are going to get, sir. Sir, just observe public static void m1 I'm taking, sir. Public static void m1 I'm taking. Now public void m1 array signature is always the same. Method name followed by arguments are always the same. Now m1 has already defined. Okay, now observe this one. What the compile method we are getting? Yes, M method M1 is already defined. In class test. Why you are redefining? Like a compile method we will get. So it's a good example to understand this one, sir. Instance variable and static variable with the same name is not allowed. Two methods with the same signature are not allowed within the same class. Any doubt about this one? Can you please confirm? Signature won't accept, return type is not part of signature. Bhaskar. It is in C language or C++, return type is the part of the signature, but not in Java. Signature return type is not part of the signature, even though return types are different. Still these methods are not allowed. Here observe that int is the return type, but here void is the return type. Both are different return types, but still immediately compile method we are going to get same error. Have you observed, right? Clear? Okay, this is another important point for the exam set, friends. Okay, that's all this is. Next, there are there are some more things are there, but anyway, these points already we discussed in our regular sessions, but still just a matter of few minutes. Do you know for static methods, we can here just observe overloading concept is applicable or not. Yes, applicable. Have you remembered, right? I hope you people may be aware, for static methods overloading concept is applicable, right? So if I can take this one, just observe that, sir, system dot out dot print ln. Sir, here string array I'm trying to take. Now let me go for public static void main int array args. Sir, here I'm taking int array like this, right? Now total two methods are there. Total two main methods are there. Is it valid or not? If I compile and run this code, what is the output we are going to get? JVM is always going to call what? String array method only. So overloading concept applicable. Overloading concept applicable for static methods, including main method. But JVM will always call, string array argument method only. String array argument main method only. Remember, right? Okay. So if I consider this one, what is the result? If I consider this, what the result, sir? Now, sir, here my result is first option, string array is the output. Next and after that, second option, int array is the output. Third option, compilation fails. Okay. Fourth option, compilation fails. Fourth option, sir, an exception is thrown at the runtime. Can you please confirm what the answer we are going to get? Please respond. What the answer we are going to get, sir? Itself is the string array. Okay, like we are going to get. Any doubt? So overloading concept, is it applicable for main method or not? Yes, applicable for static methods, including main method also. Remember it. Sir, next one more thing, sir. Of course, we discussed already this terminology. So I don't think it is a new thing for you people, right? Sir, class parent. Okay, assume that this is the class parent. Okay, now class child extends a parent. Class child extends a parent is there. Now here just parent main method. Now my question is, sir, inheritance concept, is it applicable for the static methods or not? Yes, including main method also. While executing child class, if the child class doesn't contain main method, then the parent class main method will be executed. Remember this one, sir. then the parent class main method will be executed, because inheritance concept applicable for main method, inheritance concept applicable for the methods including main method. Remember, right? Okay, so now observe carefully here, just observe. Let me consider the code. This total thing I saved the code, yeah, parent.java. Assume that, sir, I saved this code, yeah, parent.java. Okay, now parent.java I'm taking, sir. Now my question is, observe this. Now my question is parent.java. So if I'm trying to compile, trying to run child class java child, okay, java child, sir, what will happen, what will happen, sir? Parent class main method will be executed, parent class main method will be executed, parent class main method will be executed. Otherwise, compile time error, an exception is thrown at runtime, next an exception is thrown at runtime, sir, compilation fails, okay, like some other option we can frame. Okay, now do you know, whenever we are executing child class, whenever we are executing child.class file, whenever we are executing child class, sir, java child, sir, what is the result, what is the result? Parent class main method will be executed, or an exception thrown at runtime, compilation fails, or otherwise none of these, something like. So it won't compile and runs fine, but no output, output like this I'm taking, sir. So can you please confirm what is the answer, I'm taking, sir? So in this case, a is, so remember that over, do you know, overloading, here just observe that. So inheritance concept applicable, inheritance concept applicable for main method, applicable for static methods, including main method. Hence, while executing child class, if a child class doesn't contain main method, then parent class main method will be executed, that's all. So are you feeling comfortable about this one? Next, Swaru, why you took parent class as the public? Nothing, even not required, but I'm saving this one as the parent.java, nothing, no specialty here. Regarding just I'm making, I want to save this one as the parent.java, okay, like. Yes, Vishnu, main method syntax is always strict. It's always looking for string array argument main method only. For the normal methods, your approach is going to work, but not for the main method. Main method inside JVM. So what the prototype configured, okay, to call, compulsory the argument should be string array only. That's why it's always looking for string array main method. Completed? Okay, now that's all. So here just observe this point is the most valuable. Inheritance concept applicable for static methods including main method, and while executing child class, if child class doesn't contain main method, then parent class main method will be executed. Remember it. So now the same thing what I want to take here, let me take in the child class also, child class also contain main method. Okay, now this is child class main method, like this one I'm trying to take. Now here just observe the same here, just I'm trying to take. Okay, this is about consider the code. parent dot java. This is my name of the source file. Okay, now which of the following, which of the following, here just observe that which of the while executing, if I'm executing child class, whenever we are executing child class, okay, whenever we are executing child class, sir, what will happen, what will happen, right? Okay, now here just whenever we are executing child class, choose the correct statement, choose the correct statement, choose the correct statement. If we are executing, if we are executing child class with the following command, java child, choose the correct statement. Okay, like parent class main method will be executed, next child class main method will be executed, child class main method will be executed. Next an exception is thrown at runtime, next the compilation fails. Yes friend, can you please confirm what the answer we are going to get in this case? Okay, B, child class main method. If the child class doesn't contain main method, then only parent class main method will be executed. Okay, while executing child class, if a child class doesn't contain main method, then only parent class main method will be executed. Okay, while executing child class, if child class doesn't contain main method, then only parent class main method will be executed. If the child class contains main method, then if the child class contains main method, then it will be executed. That's all. So overriding concept applicable for the main method or not? Can you please confirm? Overriding concept applicable for the main method or not? No, sir, seems to be overriding concept applicable for the main method. It is not overriding, it is method hiding. Remember, sir. So overriding and method hiding, there is a small difference is there. Remember, right? Okay, it is not overriding, it is method hiding. Okay, if the parent class and the child class methods are static, such a type of overriding is called method hiding. Okay, like so now if the overriding concept is not applicable, for static methods, not applicable for static methods, and it is method hiding. Overriding concept is not applicable for static methods, and it is method hiding. Okay, like so that's all. So take very special care about these things, right? These are various things what you people should be aware. Next, immediately ask what is method hiding. That part we will discuss in the Woods concept. Don't worry, sir. Okay, that's all. Any doubt about this? Clear, right? Okay. Next, aware. Yes, aware. One small point. Aware just one or two small points not required for the exam sake. Remember, right? Just not required for the exam sake. Sir, native modifier is there. Sir, I want to discuss it just very briefly, very less time, because nowhere related to exam. Native modifier is there. Sir, here just applicable only for methods. Applicable only for methods. Next, native method means the method which is implemented. The method which is implemented in non-Java. The method which is implemented in non-Java. Sometimes to improve performance, we may require to depends on C language or C++ code. So in that case, so the code which is implemented in non-Java, we can invoke that code by using native modifier. Okay, just aware. Native means the methods which are not implemented in Java. Native method means the method which is implemented in non-Java. Such type of methods are called native methods. That's all. Internally, there are multiple improvements, performance improvements are there. Next, multiple uses are there, sir. But those things are not required for the exam sake. Just aware only this word more enough. Next, and after that, synchronizer keyword is there. Synchronizer keyword is there, sir. Sir, what is the meaning of synchronizer keyword? Sir, it is also for first level certification is not required. Maybe for second level certification it is required, sir. Just aware. Synchronized applicable only for methods and blocks. If a method or block declared as synchronized, yes. If a method or block declared as synchronized, if a method or block declared as synchronized, then it is applicable. Only then it will be executed by only one thread at a time. Only one thread at a time. Okay, synchronized means only one thread at a time. Okay, thread safety I require, sir. Multiple threads are not allowed to execute simultaneously. So to handle such type of terminology, we require to go for synchronized keyword. Okay, remember that. But anyway, for our certification sake, not at all required. Okay, like just aware the basic idea. Next, transient keyword. Of course, in multi-threading, we have to talk about synchronized in detail. But anyway, for the exam, it's not required. Next, transient. This is also a bit important, sir. Okay, very simple. I have an object is there, sir. Assume that I have one Java object is there. Okay, sir, I want to save this object to a file. And I want to read this object from the file based on my requirement. Okay, so this is one scenario, one scenario, saving the total state of object to a file and reading and get that object and use that object based on our programming requirement in the future. Okay, like it's a very common requirement. Now, saving object to a file, this process is called serialization concept. What is this concept? Serialization. Okay, serialization. Next, reading state of an object from your file. This concept is called deserialization. Remember that. So the first one is the serialization. The second one is the deserialization. Deserialization means a reverse operation. Reading an object from your file, state of an object from your file is called deserialization. Saving state of an object to your file is called serialization, right? Sir, now saving object to a file means, do you know, this is a permanent storage. Okay, this is permanent. Saving object to a file itself is nothing but permanent storage. Remember this a bit very carefully about this one, sir. It is a permanent storage. So if it is a permanent sensitive information, we should not save. So like a password, PIN numbers, such type of thing we should not save. So at the time of serialization, if we don't want to save the value of a variable, so to meet security reasons, okay, better to declare that variable as transient. Remember this one, sir. So at the time of serialization, if we don't want to save the value of a variable, to meet the security constraints, then we should go for transient. Remember this one, sir. Then we should go for transient. Best example, sir, I have account class is there. Assume that account class is there. Okay, sir, my username, okay, string username is equal to Durga. Next, string password is equal to, sir, assume that some Anushka, like I'm taking, sir. String password is equal to Anushka, like I'm trying to take. Now my question is, my question is, sir, username you can save anywhere, but password you should not save. Password we should not save. That's fine. What I will take is I have to declare with the transient keyword. If I declare with the transient, now instead of original password, just a default value for the string and null will be saved to the file. Regarding this is where we can use in serialization concept, we are going to use a transient. If you don't want to save, okay, just if you don't want to save the value of a variable, okay, to meet security constraint, then we have to declare with the transient. Any doubt, friends? Transient variable value after deserialization, transient variable value after deserialization is just a default value null only, but not original value. Constructor won't be called in the case of serialization at the time of deserialization. Remember that the state of object already there, in the file. So that's why constructor won't be called at the time of deserialization. Amit, still it is the default value. So I don't want to get default value. I want to get original value. Then we should go for customized serialization. There is some concept is there. Or otherwise password we will send by using some other way. Need not be from the file. Best example, bank people are going to send your ATM card. They will hand over to you. But PIN number they are going to send by post. Have you remembered PIN number they are going to send by post. Okay, the reason for that is security. Serialization concept is not required for certification. That's why I'm not talking about this. Yes, compulsory. If you want to serialize an object, you require to implement serializable interface. Correct. If you want to serialize an object, you require to implement serializable interface. Marker interface. It doesn't contain any methods. Okay. Now, so volatile modifier. Okay. What the meaning of volatile? What the meaning of volatile, sir? Very simple. It is also not required for certification. Almost it is deprecated. The people are not using. So that's why you are not required to worry much. But anyway, just aware that point, sir. Do you know what will happen, especially in multi-threading concept, as alternative to synchronized? Happily we can use volatile. What the reason for that is, I have one variable is there, sir. Inside an object I have one variable is there, sir. This variable can be accessed by multiple threads simultaneously. Array first thread and the second thread, okay, and then sir tn nth thread trying to access simultaneously. If multiple threads are trying to access simultaneously, one thread is changing the value, then that change will be reflected for all other threads. Maybe a chance of inconsistency problem. So if the value of a variable keep on changing by multiple threads, maybe a chance of inconsistency problem. Remember that. Now array, this is the common data. So if everyone is keep on changing, then the remaining people are always going to face the problem. That's why for every thread better to maintain one separate local copy. For every thread better to maintain some local copy. If you want such type of behavior, better to go for volatile. Okay, if a variable declared as volatile for every thread, okay, for every thread a separate copy, for every thread a separate local copy of the variable will be created. A separate copy of local variable will be created. Remember this one, sir. So what is the meaning of volatile? If you want separate copy for every thread, such type of variable we have to declare with the volatile modifier. Any doubt? Okay, so that's all. Beyond that, nothing about this volatile, sir. Okay, so just take very special care, just basic idea. Whatever I provided about these things, maybe not required for the certification. Say that's why just aware the basic terminology. Beyond that, nothing. Do you know volatile? Why the volatile is deprecated? Because creating separate copy for every thread is not that much easy. Unnecessary performance issues will come in the picture. Performance of the system is going to be down. That's why never recommended, okay, to use sir this volatile modifier. Remember that, sir. That's all. Next, the most valuable, very important concept what we have to discuss is interface concept, especially the people who are planning for next level certification. Next and after that even 816 for them, this interfaces concept is the most valuable concept. That's why compulsory you people should be very clear, right? Okay, Swarup, you can ask the doubt. Yes, Mahalakshmi. Uh, in the case of volatile, for every thread, a separate local copy will be there. Sir, all intermediate modifications performed by that thread will take care in the local copy instead of master copy. Okay, once all intermediate modifications are completed, just before terminating the thread, that final value will be updated in the master copy. Mahalakshmi, getting right? So for every thread local copy, array whatever changes you want, you can perform in the local copy but not in master copy. But so after completing all your operations, just before terminating, that final value will be updated in the main copy, so that stable value will be available for all the threads instead of intermediate copy. Okay, next Swarup, just generally, just take very special care. What we have, okay, here the methods, instance method, static method, like the method should be part of dot class file. It will be stored inside the method area. Remember this one. I mean, inside the total dot class file will be stored inside method area. Okay, like next, instance variable will be part of object. It will be stored inside the heap area. Next, a static variable will be part of the dot class file, will be stored inside method area. Next, final instance variable will be stored at the part of object only. Final static variable will be stored in the method area. Remember that. Swarup, getting? Final instance variable is also part of the object only, because for every object separate copy will be created, but only thing is you want to change its value. Final instance variable is the part of the object. It will be stored in the heap area. Final static variable will be stored, sir, where the final static variables will be stored is inside the method area. Getting? Yeah, that's all. So this is about modifiers concept what we have. Now the next concept we have to discuss about interface concept. So just anyway, in the next session in detail, I will start this one. But before that, just aware one very important point for you people, right? So here I have one interface is there, sir. Now listen a bit carefully. I have one interface is there. Interface. Sir, I have public void m1 is there. Public void m2 is there. Okay, like two methods are there. Okay, right. Now I have class A is there. Class A is there. Okay. Public public void m1 method is there. Public void m1 is there. Okay, like implementation is there, sir. Now I'm taking class B extends A implements interrupt. Can you please tell, is it I mean extends and implements, which thing we have to take first? Extends and implements, which thing you require to take first? If you want to use both simultaneously, extends and then implements. So extends first and then implements. This is the valid, sir. By mistake, if I'm taking class B, implements interrupt, extends A, immediately compiler will give left and right. Remember this. First, we have to use extends keyword, and then we have to go for implements keyword. Okay, remember this one. But why we should not use implements first and then extends the next? Can you please confirm? Yes, friends. Are you getting my doubt? So this one is invalid. This one is invalid, but this one is the valid. Why? What is the reason for that? First implements interface and then extends a class we have to take. Okay, so general syntax: class extends another class extends another class, and implements an interface, interface like that. So my question is, why we have to use extends first than implements? This is about my doubt. Are you getting the point? So if entire person is asking, why you have to take extends first and then implements the next step? Swarup is telling one beautiful answer. Swarup is telling one beautiful answer. What the answer is taking here? Sir, extends and implements, E will come alphabetical order, E will come first, and then I will come. That's why E we have to take. No. Yes, Amit. Why we require to take extends and then implements? Because extends applicable for only one class, but implements is applicable for multiple. That's why Amit is telling no. Next, Nagateja is asking, interface cannot inherit the class, So class, first I'm taking a class can implement an interface. Okay. Oh, this one don't refer. It is not. This extends is also applicable for B only. Don't feel it is applicable for interface. Okay. It is B extends is applicable for B. Extends is applicable, implements is applicable also for B only, not for A. Vimal is also thinking because of alphabetical order. First inheritance and then interface. What may be the reason? Why they kept only this type of syntax is allowed, but not this type of syntax? What the reason? What the internal reason? Why extends we should take first and then implements only next? Yeah. There are multiple answers are coming. One answer is the people are telling because alphabetical order. Wow, because of alphabetical order, Swaroop and Vimal both are telling you the same. Second one, second one. Here just observe the reasons. We can use we can extend only one class, but implement any number of interfaces. Okay. Next, third, any other reason. Okay. Remember the. I mean, this is just observe carefully. Okay. Here, observe carefully. Here, do you know why we have to take extends first and then implements next? Extends first and then implements next. The reason for that is, now listen very carefully, sir. Suppose assume that there is a person is there. Assume there is a businessman. There is one person is there, sir. Businessman is there. Okay, like, do you know businessman? He is going for bank IP. Do you aware IP in the legal terminology? IP means completely hands up. Sir, I'm not in a position to run my business. I hand over all my assets to the court. All my debits also I will update. Can you please share my property legally for all my debitors? Like, do you know there is some this type of thing is there? You may heard about this one, IP. So it is the technical financial terminology, right? Now assume that array, if I want to share is property for all sir debit holders, like for all the people. So what we have to take? First thing, array, how much property this person has? How much property this person has? How much property has? And then how much debt I mean debits this person has? How much debits this person has? So first, what he is going to get, we have to think, and then what he has to give. Later we will think about that. So first we have to what this person is getting, how much properties this person has, and then we have to think, we require to think how much he has to give, okay, like, so now take a bit very special care about this one, sir. Now here, if I can take extends first and then implements, because of extends already M1 method is available. Okay, M1. So class B currently has how many methods? M1 method got from the parent. Then, so currently B class has only M1. If I implement, extends means getting how much property this person has, which methods this person has, that thing we decided. Now implements means, sir, to how many methods we have to provide implementation? Two methods, but M1 is already there. Now you require to provide implementation for only M2 method, public void M2. That's all. Okay, now observe this one. Why you are not providing implementation for M1? M1 is already coming from my parent. Remember this one. Suppose assume that instead of this, assume that instead of this one, sir, I'm taking class B implements intra. First I'm talking about implements only. Oh, implements interrupt means two methods are there. I have to provide implementation for both methods, public void M1 and then public void M2. Like I provided implementation for both. Then I'm looking about the extends A. Now, so already to fulfill implements requirement, I provided implementation for both methods, and then I'm thinking about A. Array from A, already M1 is there. Unnecessary, I provided implementation for M1. Are you getting right? Unnecessary, I provided implementation for M1. So that's why. So first we require to take extends and then implements. How many people got my explanation? Are you getting the point right? So here if I choose implements first and then extends, now I require to provide implementation for 2 methods because I'm always looking here only. But later I'm thinking about extend, array M1 already available from the parent, but still I provided implementation unnecessary I did. To prevent these type of problems, better to take extends first, extends, and then better to go for implements next level. Regarding first extends, next go for implements. Clear, right? Here A is not implementing interrupt. Friends, B is. So this extends keyword talks about A. This implements keyword is also talks about this one only, but not A. But whatever method is coming from the parent, I'm using just to implement interrupt. It doesn't mean parent class A implements interruption. No. So this is one small tricky point. Okay, the interview person sometimes may ask, "Array, why we have to take extends only? Extends first and then implements. Why we require to take like that? Why don't you take first implements and then extends?" If I take implements first and then extends, 2 methods I have to provide implementation. Unnecessary M1 method is the duplicate. If I can take extends first and then implements, then we have to provide implementation for only M1. Friends, how many people got my discussion? Ramesh, Swarup, are you getting? Now alphabetical order is not reason. Remember that. Vimal. Okay, that's all. Right, sir. Just tomorrow we'll meet for the continuation part.